I've had one occlusion in 12 years now, so my rates are really good, and that's primarily due to getting the depth correct. Top of the list has to be most common place to cause an occlusion, probably due to the frequency of procedures, which is lip augmentation. You need to be aware of your injections. So superior and inferior labial arteries both run parallel with the lips. Many injection techniques teach you to inject in a way that's parallel with the vermilion border.
What kind of injection techniques?
So the classic, vermilion border, philtrum injections, anywhere where you're running the needle along the vermilion border, you're likely to be close to that artery. So it's probably the most common way to augment lips is to inject that way. So one of the pros of some of the tenting or Russian lip techniques where you're running at 90 degrees, at least you're not parallel with the vessel. And although many will say that bruising is much worse, you're less likely to actually fill a blood vessel with dermal filler. So that's the kind of thing you might do to make it a little bit safer. You might choose a different technique, inject smaller amounts at a time. Being aware of your depth is really critical. So I've had one occlusion in 12 years now, so my rates are really good, and that's primarily due to getting the depth correct. So not injecting too deep, knowing that the artery tends to run just beneath the muscle in most people, unfortunately not in everyone, but you've got that depth to protect you. I know that new injectors, often you can tell their resolution is not that high, so that it looks to the untrained eye that there is similar depth, but someone who's been injecting for 5-10 years will know immediately that's a bit too deep. So we need to be careful of depth in particular when injecting lips.